Hello!
Hi guys, welcome back. Season 1, episode 16.
Whoop, whoop. We're ready.
This one's an exciting one. We've got guests back. I'm so
We do.
excited.
We're so
You
stoked.
don't get to listen to us for the whole hour. You can
Yeah.
listen to someone else.
A bit of a relief, not just our voices. And nice
I
after
know.
6 episodes
Yeah.
of nothing
Yeah,
and
a
just
lot.
us. I'm really over it. So this is very
Yeah.
exciting.
I'm excited to learn about someone. I feel like the title's going to really give this one away.
It is.
Well, maybe not massively, but it's going to give you a big clue.
So, season 1, episode 16. This is called We Took a Flight to Germany. So, if you couldn't guess about who or what team we're talking about or someone who we're possibly interviewing, you probably will be able to guess just from that. But
I'll give you some fun facts about this person, and then Bree's going to introduce the team because this team just doesn't get enough credit, I don't think. They have
Yeah, I
been,
agree.
like, some of the things that they've been doing, even for the past 10 years, like, they're incredible. And we always focus on, like, the big three, and we just, with these not even up-and-coming teams,
No,
like,
they're on
they just
the
don't get the
three's
credit.
tails.
Yeah. I mean, they've got 2 teams at Worlds now, so, yeah. We're going to introduce the team and then we're going to get cracking. So I'll give you a few facts. We put some of these on the Instagram, but this person moved to Berlin only for skating originally. So there's a massive clue of what team we're talking to. I think they're a bit of a foodie. They can give out some really good food recommendations, but they are vegetarian, but they don't like most vegetables, which makes me laugh. I like that. And her one true love, besides skating, of course, are cats and Italian food. I can definitely relate to the Italian food. So there's a little bit about this person. Brie, over to you to introduce the team.
And so, if you hadn't already guessed, it is a lovely skater from Team Berlin 1. The team was founded, if I've got my facts correct, in 1994, obviously in Berlin, in Germany. They are the 29 times national champions.
Which is insane.
Which is crazy, yeah. They've been to Worlds 23 times, which is literally the entire time the World Championships pretty much have been in existence, apart from maybe the COVID year. So they've been there from day dot, so they know what they're doing. The coaches, we've definitely already butchered their names, and I'm going to butcher them again. I'm going to say it so wrong. Gert Hoffman? Our guest is laughing at us. She's gonna laugh and she can say it properly when she gets on. And Marco Derper. That was also probably atrocious. This season they're skating to the tango, which is their black and red dresses, and the code, which is blue and hot pink dresses. But with all that out the way, I feel like we can finally introduce the lovely Afton.
Shenja from Team Berlin 1. Hello.
Hello, and thank you for the invite. I'm very happy to chat with you guys.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us. It's so lovely to have you. And like I said, I'm really excited to talk to you because there's just so much to learn about Team Berlin 1 that we don't know. Firstly, and I don't think this is even on the questions. Why are they called Team Berlin 1?
There used to be 2 Team Berlins. There used to
so
be
much
Team Berlin
sense.
1 and Team Berlin 2. But I don't really remember in which year there was only Team Berlin 1. But it happened a long time ago.
From the same club or separate clubs?
No, it was from the same club.
Wow,
oh my
imagine having
gosh.
enough skaters to do that.
And then these teams kind of fused into one.
Oh, that's cool.
That makes
Did we butcher
sense.
the names of your coaches? Well, did Sabrina? Sorry, outing you there, Brie.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you pronounce it in the German way, it's Gerd Hofmann and Marco Derpa.
So yes, I did butcher them. Yeah, that is the correct way to pronounce. Don't listen to me.
But from reading, it's maybe not the obvious way to pronounce it.
No, but we need to do it right.
Yes. Thank you so much. Just for context, we've got up very early on a Saturday morning to film this, so thank you. We're going to go through a little bit about you and your skating career, and we just want to hear about you, Team Berlin, and all the cool stuff that you guys are doing. So I'm going to get started, I think.
Yeah.
When did you first start skating, and what got you into it?
I first started skating when I was 4 years old, and basically my parents just put me on the ice back in the days in Russia, because my parents are originally from Russia, so we just kind of went to a frozen lake, and they just put me there. And then in Germany, we just went to a normal club training,
Yeah.
and I just kind of stayed there. And just some years later, I saw I think at a competition, I saw for the first time a synchro team, and then I was really amazed by it. So I couldn't really take my eyes off it. And then I just told my mom, I wanna join this team. I don't wanna skate alone anymore.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah.
That's kind of iconic
When
that you started on a lake, though.
yeah,
That's very Ice Princess, which is very
that
topical
is.
right now because
Oh
the
yeah,
amazing
it
actress just
is.
passed away. But that's iconic. Learning to or
When
starting
did
on a
you move
lake.
to Germany?
Well, I was originally born in Germany, so
Ah,
but
okay.
when I was visiting my grandparents, we would always go skating
Oh my
and
goodness.
Cool.
also in Germany. So
I love
Yeah.
that's
that.
probably the Russian influence to go skating.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. And just to
Started
put it into
young.
context then, how old are you now if you don't mind me asking? So you've been skating since you were 4. How old are you now?
I'm 23 now.
Nice. So nearly 20 years of skating. Wow.
Oh
That
my.
is crazy.
Wow. Putting us to shame,
Long, long
kind of.
career. Yeah.
We thought we'd been in it a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, then, so you've said that you saw a synchro team that you fell in love with. Was that just a local club that you saw skate and that's who you joined? And what were they called?
Mm, Yeah, I was originally just, I wouldn't say a single skater, but I was just skating on my own. And then at a inter-club competition, I saw a synchro team, and it was back then, it was a juvenile team called Die Kleinen Eisteufel. It's a German name. But now they're all called, I think, Saxony Ice Pearls. It's a club from
Oh, yeah.
Dresden.
Yeah.
And I skated there until 2019.
Oh, wow.
So from juvenile till mixed age because it didn't rank higher.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
And then this is,
it really sticked with me.
yeah. And this is then when Team Berlin 1 came into the picture after this?
It originally came earlier, so the whole story is kind of um when I was in my second, I think it was my second novice year, we had we went to Finland for a training camp, and we were one day we were watching the Helsinki Rockets, and it was like my always favorite team, and I was sitting at the side and fangirling. I was like 14 years old, and
We can relate with that.
and it was so exciting to see them from so up close. It was the season where they had this Galaxy themed program. It's 2015-16. And I was just sitting at the boards, and I was looking at them, and I was like, I want to skate at Worlds one day.
Yeah.
So my logical way was kind of, okay, well, then I have to move to Berlin. And since then, since this day, it was like my ultimate goal to make the team. And I was really looking at this team, seeing what steps are they doing, what skills do I need for this. And that's when I started practicing all of this and tried to kind of get in contact with the coaches over the years. And when I graduated from school, then I tried out again. And then I also, when it all worked out, I moved to Berlin finally.
Wow.
And I first started in the juniors, though. One season I was still in Team Berlin Junior, and then I, for the COVID season, that was my first season in the seniors.
Right. Nice. Okay.
Amazing.
What is the audition process like for Team Berlin 1?
So for now, we also put tryout for now. So you can already try out if you want for this for the next season.
Yeah.
Usually you just contact us on Instagram, or if you know Gerd personally, you can text him. Um, and then it's different. Either you can send us some video first, or if you're nearby, you can come to a practice session, and then we just look how it works out, if it works skills wise, or if just all of the other things around work. And then you'll get a feedback from the coaches. So just a very ordinary tryout, I think.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about if we so we do the same thing. Do you have a core memory or something that stands out from those first 1 or 2 years with Team Berlin 1? Like, is there anything that you remember specifically going, oh my goodness, this is amazing?
I remember when I was still back in the juniors, actually, and it was the first few months into the season, and I wasn't on the seniors yet, but I was looking at them, and I remember standing there still being like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna make this team, actually. I don't know. I was really just watching them, and I was like, wow, I hope I can make it next year. So,
But you
yeah.
did.
Now look at you, yeah.
True.
Made little you proud.
I feel like
Crazy to think sometimes.
this is perhaps a good time to mention your last year's short program that Sabrina and I absolutely love, the voguing program for everyone. Hopefully that's seen it. It's incredible. I wonder what younger Shenja would say if she looked at you in that program, because that is like fangirl.
Yeah.
We fangirled watching you in that. So
I don't know what my younger version would say today to that, but I think she would like it.
yeah,
I was a
Yeah.
really when Garrett first came up with the idea, I was like sold. I want
yeah,
to skate this program. I want to skate
yeah,
to this music. I was
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
just searching up for the style and the dances, and I was immediately sold.
Yeah. No, I can
So
imagine why.
this short
Incredible.
program, I really liked it a lot. It was a completely different style. I also think it wasn't as popular in the synchro world. I don't think anyone has really done
No.
it before.
No,
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 I don't
no.
think so.
So that was also, it was a huge risk doing these pink gloves because you really had to be in sync.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a
But
risk that paid off, right?
we really liked it. I really liked it. Um, it was always fun to skate. At competitions, it was like the best.
Yeah.
Um,
Because the crowd
so
loved it.
Sorry.
yeah,
Again, slight
and
sidetrack. I just had to mention that because it was so cool.
no, it was really cool, and we worked a lot on the choreography of the arms, and this one was, I'm gonna remember this one as well.
Yeah, as you should.
Look at that crazy journey, though, from that first early days memory of looking at Berlin being like, oh, God, am I going to make it? And then look at you. So that's cool.
Fabulous.
That's very cool.
All right.
So, yeah, covered, haven't we, how long we skated in Team Berlin?
Should we talk about the team?
Yeah, let's talk about the team, shall we?
Yeah.
And team dynamics. So, firstly, how many skaters and alternates do you have?
This year we have 20 skaters,
Nice.
and so 4 alternates.
Yeah. Do you have any people above the 20, or do you stop at 20?
No, it's not like we stop at 20. Last year we were 21.
Oh, okay.
But
Just
yeah,
depends.
this year we're just 20 skaters.
Nice. And what about team captains? Do you guys do those?
Yeah, we have one team captain. I think you guys know her. It's Aida. She has been on this team for, I think, 11 seasons.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Wow.
That is impressive.
Good for her. Wow.
How old is she?
She is. Now you need to cut it. I think she's 27.
I mean,
So literally she's been on from the youngest she could.
Yeah.
You go, girl. That is
Fair
amazing.
play, girl. Wow. Okay, and out of those 20, is everyone local? Is everyone German? Do you have any internationals? How does it work?
We have 2 girls for a Russian.
Wow.
Then we have 1 Finnish girl, and we have 1 girl from Switzerland.
Oh, wow. So you're maxed out at your 4.
Wow.
Yes, we are.
Wow. Did those Russian skaters come over since they've not been able to skate internationally with Russia?
Or before?
No. So one girl, so Aida is one of those girls. And I mean, it's her 11th season with us,
Right.
so
Yeah.
she's been there forever. And the other girl, Maria, she came in the season already 3 seasons ago.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Nice. That's cool.
Amazing.
And your domestic German skaters, do they travel or does everyone live in Berlin?
All of us live in Berlin, but Berlin is a huge city, so
Yeah.
Right.
sometimes it really takes you almost 1.5 hours to practice, depends
Oh,
on where you
really?
live. But I think most of us, it takes us, I think, mostly between 30 and 45 minutes to practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
Yeah.
many like you that moved to Berlin to skate, or a lot of them are born and bred in Berlin?
No. Yeah, most of them are locals. Another girl from also from my hometown, we skated together for 10 years in the old team in Dresden, and we both moved to Berlin for skating.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Nice you had a familiar
we are,
face.
yeah, we also live together. So we, yeah, I think we're the only ones who came from another city
That's
right now. The
impressive.
rest is local.
That's really impressive. That you just have enough. Well, there's, I guess Berlin's big enough to have the number of skaters locally, but
Yeah.
still, that's very, very cool.
We're really lucky since the last season, but the seasons before were really, it's not like we just get the skaters easily.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Really?
there's always like a generational change,
Yeah.
and there might be seasons where it's harder to get 20 skaters. But I think you also know the situation when
Yeah.
sometimes you're looking
Just
for skaters and looking.
just
In
happens
the
that
end, it
way.
always works out. I
It
think
does.
because our coaches managed to create an atmosphere where we all stick together, no matter how hard the circumstances are. But yeah, after Hamilton, the 22 Worlds in Canada, a lot of the older skaters quit. So only us newbies stayed. And then it was learning and growing together.
Yeah.
Do you know what though? You wouldn't know because you
No.
guys always kill it. Like I honestly thought you guys had like hundreds of skaters trying out for you. Like you guys always kill it and you are consistently just
We
getting
do have
better.
actually a lot of skaters trying out, but it doesn't always work out. Sometimes you
Yeah.
have to, it's not only the skating wise, the circumstances also have to
Yeah.
work
Yeah.
out in the end, unfortunately, because we do not get paid for skating. So
Yeah. It is
Yes,
the
we'll
fun
get
part
on
of
to that.
it. But I guess that's
Okay.
also, sorry, one more thing. My
No,
bad.
no,
I
go.
guess that's also the environment that the coaches have created. Like Team
Yeah.
Berlin One has this very impressive reputation. Like I think we
Yeah.
kind of said it at the start. Like we're not one of the big three, but Germany's got two teams at Worlds, and that is because of the hard work of Team Berlin One. Like they are doing, you guys are doing some amazing things. So your coaches have obviously got this
thank you.
reputation to encourage people or to know that if you're going to stay, you're going to do good things. So that's a mad credit to them. Sorry, I just wanted
Shall
to
we
say
talk? No. It's a very valid point. Let's talk about like what a training week looks like for you. How many hours does it train? Do you guys, sorry, as a team train, and what is the split like on and off the ice?
Usually we have, so the only 2 days where we don't have practice are Tuesday
Wow.
and Friday.
that. Oh my gosh.
Um,
Oh wow.
and on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, it's usually 1.5 hours something else before. So either ballet, choreography, or gym. And then we have 1.5 hours live.
Wow.
And on Saturday, so today, we usually do off ice training. So we work on our arms and some counts and everything that needs to be fixed and clarified in the program. And then it depends. Sometimes we have 1.5 hours by sometimes two. And on Sunday is the longest day. We start with choreography, then we go on the ice, and then we have gym, and then the week is done.
Wow. Do you guys train at one ice rink or do you train at multiple?
We train at 2 ice rinks, but they're not that far away from each other, like
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah. Nice. And what about outside of like training as a team? Are you guys expected to do any solo training?
We're not expected.
I mean, where would you
No
fit it
one's,
in?
no
Yeah.
one would go and say, "Hey, you need to work on this." It's everyone's own responsibility. If they
Yeah.
feel like they need some more stretching, then you can obviously do more stretching. If you get the feedback, of course, hey, maybe you're not fit enough yet to skate these programs, then of course you're expected to work on your fitness. But no one's going to give you a plan, so you have your own responsibility to work on these points if you get the feedback that something is not enough yet.
Seems like a very adult working environment. Very like,
Yes, our coaches really treat us like adults because we
yeah,
are all
yeah, yeah, yeah.
adults. Um, so there's no need for any unconstructive criticism.
Yeah.
Um, that's why we all work just as normal adults, and it's very goal-oriented working together and solution-oriented, I would say. Yeah.
I guess that comes
I
back to
like
the whole
that.
respect thing, which
Yeah.
is very cool.
Hey, and it's working. You guys are getting results. So,
Absolutely.
right, the monster of the next question. I think Sabrina, you need to take this one.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there with this question, but that's okay. So, for a normal on ice training session, obviously you've said that you have something beforehand usually, so you're together anyway. But when you get on the ice, how is it structured? Do you know what you're going to be working on beforehand, or like do the coaches tell you, or do you just get on and then they'll tell you when you get there? And
Usually we get on the ice and we get 10 minutes individually for everyone to practice their own things. So their step sequences, moves, spins, jumps, whatever you need
yeah,
to prepare for both of the programs. Then we assemble, and then Gerd or Marco, they tell us what we're going to do. Usually it's pretty much the same all the time. So on Wednesdays, we usually start with the sword. On Thursdays, usually with the free. On Saturdays, again with the sword, and Sundays with the free. And on Monday, we have our run through free Monday, where we really work on the small details, or sometimes we clear up some technical issues. So we really pick out an element and really work on a single element. But the
yeah.
other days we really switch in these programs.
With you having 4 international skaters, what language do you predominantly use at training?
We speak German, but of course everyone knows English and understands English. So if they need some extra support, everyone can switch to English.
Got it.
Oh wow. Oh, to be bilingual.
Interesting.
That
I
is
know,
I
right?
also
amazing.
had a girl from Australia, and she didn't know a single German word, but over the season she really picked it up and could easily follow.
Yeah.
So
So
if you're training in German, she'd just kind of stand there like, and then someone would have to explain it to her in English.
I don't know. She kind of could read the body language
Yeah, you
Yeah,
and
just follow.
from
yeah,
our
true.
faces.
Yeah,
So that
That's
was really
so
impressive,
funny.
I
doesn't
have to
matter.
say.
That's
And yeah,
impressive.
at some point she picked up the whole language. So
They say the best way to learn is by like just being in the, don't they? Yeah.
yeah. So in the end, I think
Yes.
she understood basically everything.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I feel like that's such a different approach to it compared to like say when we talked to Ella George from Ice on Fire in Italy. Like they've got 5 international skaters or whatever it is, And so they, because of that, they train in English, not Italian.
Oh,
But
okay.
I love the fact that you just stick with German.
You
And
just are like,
actually,
you learn
we're a German
yeah.
team, so you need to
Yeah.
get with the program. Because that makes more sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're coming long term, it does make more sense for them
Yeah.
to learn the skating terms and in general to practice the German because most of them, of our internationals, they also study here.
Yeah.
Right.
So it only helps them. And of course, again, if someone's not following, we're always switching to English. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
think
Okay.
they're following pretty well.
I love
I love
that.
it. Like,
Um,
I'd love to like learn German through skating. That'd be
yeah.
such a cool way to learn.
How'd you learn?
Be so
How'd you
cool.
learn to speak German? Oh, I just joined a team and was
Yeah.
kind of forced into it, so now I'm fluent. That'd be the dream. One final question
Alrighty.
about training
Oh,
sessions from
okay.
me. Sorry, how do you finish your training session? Do you curtsy? Do you bow? Do your coach just say thank you? Is there a specific thing you guys do?
So we bow to our coaches and then we bow to each other and then we
Oh,
just get together and everyone claps. Like everyone gets to high five the other person.
oh, I love
I
that.
love what I'm learning about Team Berlin is you guys have an incredible like team ethos and atmosphere.
Yeah, the
I'm
Yeah,
loving
dynamic.
it.
yeah. So even if maybe the practice was not the best sometimes, or yeah, um, we always make sure that we finish with these traditions.
I love it.
That's really nice.
Okay then, so are you currently at school, uni, work full time? What's your current situation?
Personal current situation is that I'm finishing uni, so I'm working on my master thesis,
Wow.
Oh,
and I'm also working. I used to work part-time, but since February I switched to full-time because with my master thesis I don't have to be in uni that much anymore.
So you're a girl
Um,
boss, is what I'm hearing. You're an absolute girl
yeah.
boss.
How are you fitting this in?
well, I have to say during when I started studying my bachelor's degree, I was really fast because of COVID, so I didn't have anything else to do. Except we were lucky enough to get on the ice though, so we did skate, not as much, but we did get some times.
Yeah.
But I didn't have anything else to do, so that's why I was studying.
Yeah.
Um,
What's your degree in and your master's in? Just being nosy here.
Sociology and political science,
I
Ooh.
love that.
and
Yeah, what a cool you're an absolute girl boss.
Yeah.
thanks,
You're
guys.
incredible. What the
If you
heck?
don't mind me asking, what is your job? What do you work doing?
I work for now in the German parliament.
You just keep getting better and better.
Look at you go. Yeah, I skate for Team Berlin 1. I've been to Worlds. I work in Parliament. You're just a girl boss. Look at you go. That's so cool.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, what about the rest of the team? What's the balance like? Is it uni, working, or are you all girl bosses? Maybe.
I think most of us study, and some also work and study because
Yeah.
again the sport is not financed.
Yes.
That's why we have to pay on our own, and of course, I think most of us have the support from our families, but still, these are some pretty high costs. So most of us are studying and working. I think part-time working, yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
And
cool.
everyone's just trying to balance it all. That's
Yeah, that's one of the hardest things to do, isn't it? As skaters to balance life.
especially
Which
when
is sessions usually start very late because of work.
Yeah.
So we don't start early. Like on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we usually start at 6:30 p.m.
Yeah.
so
I like
everyone's
that.
done with the
Like,
day.
yeah, we have to recognise that most of our skaters do have to work full time, so it's important to have a coach that is able to
Yeah.
like work and fit that in, isn't it? Right?
Are the
Yeah.
coaches is skating their full time job? Is coaching their full time?
Mm, Gerd, he also has his own skating shop in Berlin.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
So that's his
Yes.
other job.
Yeah.
And also he coaches artistic roller skating.
What?
But
No way.
these seasons they really combine each other because when our season ends, their season starts in a way.
Ah.
So
You know
they
This
what?
combine
came up
really
on my
well.
TikTok recently, and I hadn't ever seen it.
But
Artistic roller skating.
I feel like this makes so much sense though with a lot of the choreography and like some of the sick lifts that you guys have done in the past.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I think was it there was like a ninja program a while back or like a warrior thing, and I remember seeing those lifts and it was the first time I'd seen anything like that or any team had done anything like that. But that makes so much sense because it's quite similar to what they would do in roller skating. You've just blown my mind. This is amazing.
Yeah, wow. What I'm learning is Team Berlin are an absolute like group of like girl bosses.
Just
Or boy
beasts.
bosses if you want to be like that. But you know what I mean? Like you guys are just incredible. So cool to
You
learn.
blow my mind.
Love
What
it.
it's
about
really yeah. It
Marco?
is really hard sometimes to balance everything, but I think
Yeah.
because everyone has to balance uni or their studies and work, and also just basic things like household and grocery shopping.
Life, right? Yeah.
Yeah, social
Yeah.
life. That's
Yeah.
why I think everyone has an understanding if someone is like, "Hey, I'm stuck at work. I'm coming 10 minutes later."
Yeah.
So we're always supporting each other and trying to really work as a team and
No.
trying to find the best solution for everyone. Um, yeah, because I think that's the reality for most of the skaters that you can't just focus, unfortunately, only on skating in life.
No.
Um, yeah,
Cool.
but yeah, and Marco, he is also a single skaters coach. So, and he's also coaching our junior team and the juvenile team. So
Wow.
he is full term
Yeah, skating.
Booked and busy.
coach. Yeah.
Nice.
That
Okay.
is incredible. Wow.
Leads us nicely onto our next topic.
Oh, it does, yes. Sorry. I got very distracted by this roller skating thing. I'm like, wow, this
I
is
know, it's so
amazing.
cool. It's so cool.
Have you guys ever done it for fun? Have you ever, like, tried roller skating together? No?
No, but we should try it actually.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
should.
He'd probably think you're an embarrassment. He's like, no, no, no. You're my ice skating team. No, no, no. Stay off the
Yeah.
roller skates. Or has he ever tried to recruit you across to roller skating? Like, I need more numbers. Come skate.
No, he didn't actually. I think these are two different sports. I
Yeah.
think the feeling, the gliding feeling must be so
It's
different
very
on
different.
So
Or if
different.
you go to
Is
try
it on?
rollers.
stop, it's on 4. That's what that's
Is it
the
on
4,
quads?
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you
How
try
do you
stop,
even
you're just gonna
do-
completely eat shit
Yeah.
because there's no. I've done it once or twice. I'm not good, so I feel not good at all. Anyway, from that little side quest, if it's okay, do you mind telling us how much it costs to skate with Team Berlin and like how your fee structure works and all that sort of stuff? Because I feel like everyone sees all the international teams and are like, yeah, I'd love to do that. That's amazing, but these are the questions that people want to know, or like a ballpark figure.
Yeah, I would say we pay monthly around 500 euros. So
Okay.
there's included the competition fee, the dresses, the ice times, the coaching fees, the
Considering,
hotel. So basically everything, but usually for flights we pay extra.
yeah,
So
Right.
if we're flying to Worlds or another competition, it's always extra.
Yeah.
And sometimes these 500 years per month are not enough. So maybe by the end of the season, there might be you have to pay like another bill. So if we spend more,
yeah,
it's not a huge bill, but sometimes it's like,
yeah,
okay, we need another 300 euros or
Yeah.
something.
yeah.
Okay.
Cover all
So
the extras.
I think compared to some other international teams, I mean, if we look at the US, I think
Yeah.
these prices are okay.
Yeah.
I'd say for the amount of ice time you're getting in training,
Yeah.
compared to
Yeah.
compared to like the US and Canada, that is very good what you guys have
But
done.
yeah, of course, these are still very high numbers.
Yes.
We're lucky enough that in Berlin you don't have to pay for the ice time.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, but only in Berlin, not in the other German cities, I think. Because in
What?
Berlin the ice rinks are state funded.
The dream.
Oh,
But
wow.
only in Berlin.
Wow.
I wonder, do you think
The
that's
dream.
contributed to why Synchro in Berlin
Yeah.
is so massive and so good? Because it's not as, I mean, it's
What
still
in
expensive,
Berlin,
but
I would say in Berlin, I mean, I think we're the only synchro family in Germany which has a team in every category, which is really nice just to
yeah.
see. And also to hold that over the years. And I think that really comes from the coaches actually and all the parents working around it. So the management processes and how these management teams work together. And they have been keeping the structure alive because it's not like our younger teams are getting so much ice time, which is very unfortunate. So, of course, you don't pay for the ice time, but also on the other hand, you don't really get that much ice times.
Okay.
So, we are a priority as well as our junior team, but for a novice and juvenile team, it's really hard to get ice times. And sometimes they only get ice times 2 or 3 times per week, which is just not enough for children.
Does hockey take a lot of ice time for you guys?
Also, yes,
Yeah.
and there are many single skating clubs in Berlin,
Right.
and there's just never, and also pair skating. Pair skating is also a big thing in Berlin,
Ooh.
and then you have all of these disciplines fighting for the ice time.
It's the same fight in every country, isn't it?
Yeah.
We all feel it. Yeah. Okay. So how we're kind of halfway through the season right now. How is the season going for you guys? How has the competitions been? Have you guys hit the goals you wanted to, or have you got different goals? Like, talk to us about the season.
We started our competition season pretty early in Shanghai,
Of
which
course,
was
yeah.
really nice. So that's why the season feels, I think, very long for us
Yeah.
because we already started so early on,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. We really love being in Shanghai. It's a great honor, and it's
Because it's
also such a big
invitational, isn't
ring.
it?
Yeah,
So
it
how did
is,
that
I
work?
think.
Did they just reach out to your coaches and be like, "We'd love for you to come and compete"?
Honestly, I wasn't involved in this process, but that's how I think it must have been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the coach was
but
just
they
like, "Okay,
just reached
guess
out.
what? We're going to China."
Yeah, I think I don't know. Last year it was the first time, and we were in our annual training camp, and it was just like, okay, guys, so we go to Shanghai. We're like,
You're like, "What?"
okay, why not? Sure,
Yeah, why
let's
not?
go.
That's cool.
Because we only had 4 weeks to really polish our free program, and this year we had like 5 weeks to polish both of the programs, so that was a pretty intense. But luckily it all worked out. So I think for the beginning of the season we showed really two solid programs in Shanghai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Um, and that really helps us to get a good base. So we had a solid ground to work on from there. And then we had regional competition, then nationals, and now the challenger and the international competition in Poland. Um,
You guys were
yeah,
happy
and
with both skates?
we were working a lot on the technical levels, and we were pretty happy, especially that in Poland we almost hit all of them in the free program.
Nice.
That's good.
But we weren't so happy about the short program result because yeah, we tried lots of changes, but I think we weren't done. So we came back from Poland and started to work immediately on new new creations, I would say. Um so Garrett is not
He's not done.
he's not super strict about the choreography. So sometimes he's like, okay, we're gonna change this whole transition. Um so he's very open to changing and to feedback. And I would say, especially with our choreographer, we do change a lot through the season. So now that we have been nominated for World and we qualified, we really want to use the last few weeks in the preparation and to really put everything together. So not only the technical side, but also the rest.
Yeah, of course.
And is that the only competition you've got left is Worlds, is it? Yeah.
What
Nice.
sort of score are you guys aiming for? Or at Worlds especially? I know in Poland I think it's 176 if I'm looking at my little score thing correct. That's what you guys got. What is your goal for the season? Or are you reaching it?
We have a goal.
If you don't want to share, that's fine. Don't worry.
um,
But more than that, your goal is more than that.
but yeah, our
Yeah.
goal
Yeah,
is more
fair.
than that.
Yeah, fair, which
That's
is as it should
what
be.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
feel like
So
fine.
we even have a bet with our coach, and if we reach a certain barrier, then he will get a tattoo.
oh no.
And we've been so close so many times, and we really want to
Oh.
hit it.
I reckon is crack 200. I reckon that's the. Maybe you can tell us afterwards when we're not on record if you're comfortable.
When you hit it, you'll have to DM us on
Yeah,
Instagram
yeah.
being like, we
Like
hit it.
he got the tattoo. Well, I want to see a picture
Yeah.
of the
I think
tattoo.
when we hit it, and when he will get the tattoo, then we will post it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
we'll
to.
share it.
Has he said what sort of tattoo you'll get, or just anything?
Well, we were already
Oh, you've got a
making
picture.
jokes about it, but no, we didn't decide on a final design yet.
That's so funny.
I love
That's
that.
brilliant.
Nothing like a bit of what's the word? It's not quite bribery, but it's like
Yeah.
It's a good motivation.
Yeah, you've got to have. It's like
Like
carrot and
last
stick,
year
right?
in Zagreb at Worlds, you can really see him standing like, and then
He was like, "I'm gonna get it. Oh my god, am I gonna get a tattoo? Tattoo? No."
he was really relieved, and I was like, "Hey, that's not fair.
Yeah.
We really wanted these scores."
Oh, that's
Well,
so
I
funny.
feel like if there's anyone
What
to do
is?
it, it's gonna be Germany or Italy. Like it's gonna be you guys or
Yeah.
Italy. So
Yeah.
we're rooting for you.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Thank you.
Okay, so what about elements in the program? What are your favorite ones to skate, or are you most excited for? Let's go short then, free.
And this season, mm, I really like our death barrels. I always like our death barrels.
Yeah, I would second that.
I don't know, I think we've been keeping this tradition of our traveling death barrels, and this is a really strong element.
Yeah.
But I also like intersections. I know that most of the people don't like intersections, but I like
no.
angled intersections.
Oh, you crazy woman.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And I also like Moose. I think Moose is really nice.
Yeah,
It's
moves are
always
pretty, aren't they? Yeah.
yeah, it's a pretty element.
I've got a question I've just thrown in here. We haven't prepared you for this one, so apologies. But I thought about, you've got 3 pretty strong teams in Germany now. What is like the rivalry like?
I mean, I can't really say anything for the other teams. I mean, we do know each other. We talk to each other, but like we say hi and we can chat
Yeah.
at competitions. And I mean, the coaches, especially between skating races and our teams, they have known each other for
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
I think they even skated together, so that's why they know
Wow.
each other so well. And but also back then in Lake Placid, we went to a Team Germany dinner together. So
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's
um,
nice.
with the United Angels. So I don't know. We just talk on a regular basis, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
and I think some of our skaters they're also friends
yeah. Nice.
with other German skaters. But I wouldn't say that the both of the teams hang out all the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's just your typical like
It's
friendly
just
rivalry.
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's the second German team going to Worlds this year?
Team United Angels. It
It was
was
them
very
last year,
close
wasn't it?
this year.
So close,
It was
wasn't it?
super close this year. There
Yeah.
was a point by point race actually.
Yeah.
So that was
How?
really exciting to see how the
Uh,
level of synchro developed over the last few years in
Yeah.
Germany, and especially since I would say since Germany got the second spot, we could also witness that just the whole level was going up.
Yeah, everyone wants to go to Worlds, right? Everyone wants that second spot.
Yeah. It was Brie and I actually met United Angels at Worlds last year, and they said to us how thankful they were to Berlin One for like working so hard and getting that second spot. Which I thought was really nice.
They were like they wouldn't be here without you guys, so they were so
Yeah.
appreciative. It was really nice chatting to them actually. They were like
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, it was.
just
And they had great
Yeah.
music taste on the bus. So.
Yeah, no, I think that's also the thing. We also cheer on each other at Worlds and
Yeah.
yeah.
when we see each other at competition. So I mean, we're all representing Team Germany in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
No matter which team will go to Worlds.
Yeah.
Right, we've reached one final structured question, and then we'll go on to our quick fires. So
Am I doing this one?
yeah, go for it, Brie. I feel like I've spoken loads.
Okay. Is there a fun fact or anything about Team Berlin that's like people like us don't really know, or any like random facts that you can share about the team?
Or traditions.
Or yeah,
We
tradition.
we have our competition playlist, and it
Nice.
consists of German rap music. So sometimes we
Nice.
sit on the bus and then we start to rap, or usually it's me.
I love it.
So
What
does
is
that-
the You go, Brie.
I was gonna say, does that mean that your
Let's
changing
say
room
it's
is
18
very high?
plus German rap.
18 plus. That's kind of iconic.
Yeah, I was going to ask a similar question, Brie. What's the changing room like?
And we also listen to music.
Is
Are
it
you
calm?
or are you
Yeah.
energetic?
No. Sometimes we always have some people that are calm. For example, I also have to say I'm on the like energy saving mode.
Fair enough.
And some other girls are really dancing and jumping
Yeah.
around and getting hyped. But some are
Nice.
more focused and concentrated, and sometimes some people have their own earplugs. But we do have music on loudspeaker.
I love it.
Getting the atmosphere going.
German rap. How to get as good as Team Berlin One? Listen to German rap. 18
18
plus German rap.
I feel like we're going to need some recommendations at the end of this so we
Yeah.
can listen to it and see what it sounds like.
Oh, and also another fun fact: our coaches, they created a whole own Team Berlin One song.
Song?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a song. It's a real song, and sometimes they put on the music before the run-throughs so we can remember why we're doing what we're doing.
Oh my gosh, stop. That's amazing. When did they do
so
that?
Cool.
Like
I don't
how long
know.
ago?
We just came to a practice, and Jerry was like, "Okay, guys, I have something for you." And then he just put on the music, and he was looking so proud. He was like, "And do you like it? Do you like it?"
Oh,
I
And
love
we
that.
were just.
he's like a proud dad. How cute.
He really coaches us like a dad sometimes.
Oh, so you have two male coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we also
Interesting.
have a ballet coach,
Yeah.
Sonia, and then we also have a gym coach and our choreographer.
Wow. Gosh, Team Berlin sounds so cool.
It
I wish I was
does.
in Team Berlin.
Yeah, I feel like this episode's really going to be plugging Team Berlin, being like, yeah, go trial, go support, go do everything for Team Berlin because this
Yeah.
is fabulous. Everything that we're
Literally.
learning, just I feel like is making us appreciate you guys
Yeah.
so much more. This is fabulous.
You
Yeah, whoever's listening and is thinking about trying out, do it.
nice. I like that. And on that note, let's do some quick fires
Ooh.
because these always. I think we need to rename them for season 2 because they're
they're
just
not
not quick
quick
fire
fire.
questions. But
At all.
all right, let's do this. I'm going to start. What is your favorite short or free program?
Right.
Free.
Free.
Mm.
Yeah. Everyone
Brilliant.
said that.
Brilliant. Favorite element ever?
If you say an angled intersection, you're never coming on the podcast again. No, I'm joking.
Ever. I'm gonna stick with this girl.
Yeah. Are you a downer or a puller?
No, I think I'm a puller. Yeah, I'm up
Yeah.
holding the girl, yeah.
Yeah, puller. Nice. Oh, my turn, sorry. Spin or jump? Jump!
Yeah.
Fair. I don't think we've ever had anyone say jump.
I don't know. Yeah, I've got no idea. That's impressive.
Fair play.
Jump
Yeah.
is real quick and it gives you kind of an adrenaline rush, while spin just makes you feel dizzy.
Okay, yeah, I feel that's like a valid explanation. I'd rather have 2 feet
no,
on the
I like
ground, but I appreciate the sentiment.
But I never jumped triples or doubles, so I can't.
Yeah.
Maybe my opinion is not as valid in this one.
No, your opinion's
No,
always valid.
it's a synchro jump. It's still a
Yeah.
jump.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite turn.
Say outside rocker.
Oh.
No, that's a nice
Forward
turn.
outside rocker.
I had to think about that for a second, but I would agree that is a nice turn. If
Yeah, I'm. Yeah. Yeah.
Afton's like, no. in a pivoting block, or just like you just like forward outside rockers?
Also on my own, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Favorite program you've skated?
Either I like our free program this year a lot, but I also like 2022 our free program Power of Water in the blue dresses. And I also like Vogue a lot. So this one's a tie between these three, I think.
Okay, cool.
Some good uns, some very good uns. Okay, and then what about a favorite program of all time, like that you've seen another team skate?
It's also hard. I have a whole list of favorites.
One or two, if you can't
I
pick.
think I like most of Unique's free programs from the recent years. Like the Betrayal one was a really strong one. Or I have to say also their Metallica, I don't know what was it, a Nightmare free program. I really like this one. But also Paradise also had some great programs when you were just looking at their also technical skills.
It's hard, isn't it? It's hard to answer.
Yeah. I think this one's just stick with me as the space free program Rock had set in 2015-16.
Yeah. I love
This
that
one
though.
was really nice.
That's the one
Yeah.
that you saw and were like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And that
That's such a
program was
nice
iconic.
story.
Yeah, we were the first ones to see it back then, and we were just
It wasn't it at
they're
the
so
start,
cool.
wasn't it like a rocket ship taking off? Wasn't, if I remember correctly, it
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
it was really
Mhm,
freaking cool.
mhm.
I
That
love that.
was really impressive.
Wow. Well, that brings us to the end of a fabulous hour spent learning about yourself and Team Berlin. One. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Brie, but I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, this was fantastic. I feel like we learnt way
So
more than I
much.
was expecting to be honest.
Yeah.
About Team
Yeah.
Berlin.
So thank you, Shenja, so much for your time. It's been so good to talk to you. And yeah, it's just been nice to get a guest back on as well. I forgot how much I love being nosy about other people and teams and stuff like that. So.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having us with Team Berlin
No.
1.
Not at all.
No
Not
problem.
at all. I feel like, Brie, we should probably let our lovely listeners know that we're going to have a little break, aren't we, to enjoy Junior Worlds properly.
We are. We just decided the follow-up was a bit too quick of a turnaround. So.
Yeah, the Sunday after. So we're just going to have a break, guys. So just enjoy watching Junior Worlds, which is crazy that it's next week.
It's snuck up on us. Oh,
yeah.
Shenja, who do you think is going to win? Do you have a top 3?
My bet is really high on Team's Elite.
Yeah.
I think we saw them live in Dresden, and I was so impressed.
They're
I was
incredible,
really
right?
impressed.
Yeah.
I also like their dresses.
I think they've got 2 really strong programs.
Yeah,
everything
they were
about
both really, really nice, and they were so dynamic and fast. I was really impressive, and so many creative transitions, and just
Yeah.
we were just sitting there, wow,
Yeah.
blown
No, I
away.
agree.
So I'm betting on them,
Yeah.
but I also think Supreme will also not go down
Yeah.
without a fight.
No.
So who knows?
Yeah. I
And
think
the
it's Teams
Finns,
Elite,
of
yeah.
course, the Finns.
Yeah.
I feel like
I would
the
like
junior-
Valley Bay to do well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, Teams Elite, fantastic. Supreme.
Okay.
Ooh.
Heard it here first. I like
I
it.
wonder, I just feel like junior's such, I mean, we all have our favourite for first place, but the rest is just, you have literally got no idea.
Yeah.
Senior, it's definitely that we know who the top contenders are, whereas junior, it's like, they're all so good.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to see the level, how it developed, especially in these, like, they're so young and so skilled. It's crazy.
It's incredible, isn't it? Some skaters are as young as 13, 14, and they're doing things like that. It's like, wow.
Putting our level of junior to shame, really.
Yeah. Massively.
On that
Well,
note.
let's see what happens in a week. I'm excited. Let us know your guys' predictions. We'll probably put a poll out who you think's going to win. So let us know. We want to hear what you guys think. But thank you so much for listening. We'll catch you in a couple weeks when we review Junior Worlds.
Yeah. Crazy. Exciting, but crazy. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. We'll speak to you soon.
Lots of love.
The Synchro Skaters Club. Bye.